Broop. Coach Catfish here. Talk to you today. Got my hair on. Got my aluminum hair. Yeah, I think it's parted on the side. Now I pull that sucker over, and that's what it looked like it do. Look how it got me a fair part of the hair with the aluminum to keep the salty out of my brain. Cause we gotta talk about something that's necessary. I hope it is necessary. What lizard? The sucker don't care. He's a plastic lizard, and we cannot afford to transition him any further. 31. Yes, we must move on. And what was it about today? Praise Yah. It's cooler. It's cooler. It's why it's like almost 3:30. What time is it? I cannot see. Oh, 3:45. It's there. You got your 3 and your 9, which is a 12, and it's a 3, and I can't help it. It didn't happen to me. But what it was the heart. The heart. How do you do your part with a heart? Now, what heart am I talking about? Now, we're talking about all them things, the heart, the existentials of the heart. The heart, if the heart takes a fart, then you may end up as worm food. I mean, that's just the way it happens. But if the heart elevates, like the the heart and the rock have something in common. Because y'all say, y'all got rocks, the hearts of stone. And you need the heart of the basara, the flesh. You need the heart of the flesh. So how do we come to the heart of the flesh? Now, Coach Catfish's been paying attention to the news, as I always do. I just don't get on here and talk about it much. Because we need an apple for the teacher. Come on, Gregor. Support that man. But the heart must do its part. And where we get the heart? Well, throughout mythology and stuff, you know, you go out there and you kill something and you grab the heart out of it and go, no. You eat the heart. And if you're something of the kind of people that do what they do, you go in there and grab the heart. You eat the heart because you know the heart has to do with where everything starts. Because without the heart, well, and it's just a plastic lizard. You'd be just a plastic lizard without the heart. Pussycat sitting here holding on to her daddy. I'm so happy to be out here. It's just like the first time in numerous days because of the stuff that I had, and I didn't feel like getting out here and doing anything. So we must get on about the heart. Now, what heart do we want to depart? Well, we depart from the wrong heart, and we get in all kind of trouble. Because the human heart is its own self. It is a sinful thing. It is a black thing. It is dark. Who can know it? Well, you know, you get close enough to it and you want to get away. So what do we have to do with the heart? Where does the heart start? Well, what Coach Catfish here trying to do with the Jonah Project and me, the Coach Catfish, is come out and say, you know, when you go out to the bayou in 35, yes, that is your age and your little beginning, and you go out there and you enjoy yourself, and you catch you some fish, and you do you some hunting, duck hunting, and hang out with the people that you hangs out with and stuff, then you have a very successful circumstance. It's very good to do them kind of things because it's human. It's what the human thrives on. Now, the human back in the day, when I was doing that kind of stuff, we did not have games. So Coach Catfish say, today all these people got games, so they're not going out to the bayou and doing nothing. They just dawn on the games, doing somebody else's something instead of doing what they need to be doing, which is a heart thing. The heart thing, what you do, it has to do with your heart and the way you got to start. And all Coach Catfish is trying to say is, why can't we, after all these here years and all these here starts and other hearts, why can't we just get the basics right? Come out of his people. That's all I've been trying to say the whole time. Come out of his people. If you want to come out of you come out of this here system, because your heart will be different. Now, what Coach Catfish been having the prayers about and stuff, saying, how can I say this and say it in such a way that will not be all pudding, but will help stir the pudding and it helps heart. And I guess what it come to is, you know, the people don't understand Torah. They don't understand the concept of the Moshe. They don't understand the Moses. Oh, Coach Catfish, I follow the Moses. The Moses is the Moses, and I follow the one that come after the Moses is like the Moses because he say the same thing. 10 simple things Now, right now, if you can't believe in Yah, it's just like the drug addict that must find something greater than himself to believe in so he can get away from his addiction. His addiction of stupidity, and I guess that's what I was trying to get a hold of the whole time, is once you just decide, you don't have to believe in Yah. That will come in time. If it's destined to be, it will be. But what Coach Catfish want to put himself online and say, what if you just started working with the 10? What if you just started obeying? What if you just started honoring your mama and your papa? Now, Coach Catfish, you know my circumstance about my 3.5 daddies and my 5 mamas. I still honor them. I do not call them and cuss them out and be mean to them. Sometimes I don't want to talk to them, but, you know, it's just a human quality and human nature, and that's what must be overcome. So if you can honor your father and your mother, you honor your children, you honor your wife, you lift up to Yah. You don't have to lift up to Yah because you don't believe in Yah. You just realize that there's just certain things, if you don't go equating your neighbor's stuff, you know, taking your neighbor's stuff and knocking him in the head and do stuff like that, then life will go much better. And over time, you do these things, these 10 things, and maybe at some point you'll finally see whoever come up with this here, and you'll start seeing the miracles in your life. And you'll finally realize the heart must be a heart of flesh. It is not about Dinesh or any of these people. The orange-haired man. It's not about any of these people. It's about your heart. The heart is where we start. And whose heart do we start with? We start with the way it's outlined, the Moshe. The simplicity of the 10plicities. It's, you know, it's not really a felicity. It's just implicity. Do it. Try it. Try it for 30 days. Say a little prayer for yourself. Say a little prayer for somebody else. Just stop being an asshole. Stop being a fool. Start having a heart of flesh. That pussycat here won't talk to me, so I must go. But that's all I know to say. Come out of his people. Give this a 30-day trial, and maybe you'll start seeing the Yah. And even if you did not see the Yah, if you continue doing it, at some point, your life will be better. And so will everyone else around you. And that's all Coach Catfish is trying to say. It is a program. It's a step thing. Well, the redhead stepchild is, you know, what Coach Catfish was. So it was not that kind of step thing. But the step thing was, it was one thing at a time. One day at a time. Just like the program. One day at a time. You know that girl. She's a very, very pretty girl. And they had one day at a time. And somehow, they made it. I pray they understand the Yah. But even if you don't understand the Yah, just doing the right thing is right thing for your young'uns, your mama, your papa, everybody else. Be a light. Be a light. Don't be a lightweight. Anyway, Coach Catfish out of here. I gotta go. It's 3:27, just like the engine I love to know.